Itzy, who in 2019 achieved a Rookie Grand Slam by winning Rookie of the Year at Mama Awards, Melon Awards, Golden Disc, SMA, and quickly becoming Monster Rookie, it is common for anyone to assume they would be unstoppable in the coming years. But that didn't turn out to be the case. They continuously started to see a fall in both YouTube and Spotify streams over the years compared to their debut. Their growth slowly stagnated and is coming down only to a group of loyal fans who are willing to look forward for their music. Why and how did a successful big company group like Itzy even end up facing this kind of crisis? For any K-pop group to succeed, there are three important factors a company needs to manage: the music, the concept, and marketing strategies. Let's deep dive into Itzy's music trajectory to see how JYP managed all these three aspects wrongly. Itzy debuted in 2019 with Dalla Dalla, a song which introduced the group's concept to be girl crush revolving around the themes of confidence, inspiration, and empowerment, and they accompanied it with powerful performances. Dalla Dalla, appreciated for its groovy sound and good lyrics, became a huge hit in Korea and internationally. It had highest peak on Korean charts for any debut girl group song in the history and also became the most viewed debut girl group song on YouTube. This is really a rare feat a group could pull off having just debuted. Staying true to their initial message of self-confidence, Itzy further released Icy in 2019. Into the year 2020, Itzy has released Wannabe and Not Shy, where the music was catchy and more importantly the dance was catchy too. Ryujin's shoulder move became a big trend even before TikTok trends were a thing in K-pop. And like that, Itzy became one of the very few K-pop groups who saw success during the COVID times. This success also came with a great responsibility for Itzy. Expectations. After having 4 back-to-back hits, Itzy, having gained a core fandom, also had gained a large number of casual listeners. The trick with these casual listeners is they enjoy the style of music Itzy has been putting out but do not stand them yet. If Itzy meets their expectations in the next comeback, they might start standing soon, but this is where many things started going wrong for Itzy. In spite of giving Itzy-esque music the fans and casual listeners were looking for, JYP started to change the music and the concept of the group. JYP released an experimental song for Itzy called Mafia in the Morning, a dark concept with lyrics using Mafia as a metaphor for aiming to capture someone's heart. Unfortunately, this is not the girl crush concept fans were looking forward to see. The narrative style rapping, the chorus melody, and the lyrics were underwhelming. Exactly when this experiment of JYP failed, there came groups like Stacey and aespa in the same month with comebacks like ASAP and Next Level, which were huge hits in Korea. As a result, Itzy couldn't achieve the Dalla Dalla kind of charting on Korean charts for Mafia in the Morning. This was an initial setback in Itzy's career. During times like these, our smart JYP yet another time deviated from their original empowering concept with Itzy's next album, Crazy in Love. Loco was announced as title track and concept was marketed by JYP as mature concept. By mature, one might think this would be something like G-Idol Hwa, which is somewhat dark with a catchy chorus, but Loco is nothing like that. From concept pics to the music video, everything was bright pink and girly. The song did sound catchy, but the problem here is it failed to leave a long-lasting impression because the vocals and rap were something that we have already seen from Itzy's previous songs. Also, by this time, the casual fans who were not expecting this kind of music change in Itzy started to find groups like aespa, IVE, G-Idol coming with newer concepts and unique music. Hence, these casual listeners slowly started to drift away from Itzy. After almost 9 months since Loco, JYP announced Itzy is coming back with a mini album called Checkmate with Sneakers as title track. It is also an album where Itzy started getting a lot of hate. First issue was with concept photos. Introducing the Checkmate album with royal concept photos like this, JYP introduced the title track Sneakers as this, a Y2K concept which was a complete 180-degree shift from the album concept photos. This left fans utterly confused about what the actual concept behind Sneakers is, but the actual problem started when fans heard the song after its release. The song was not powerful and catchy unlike previous Itzy songs and instead had childish lyrics and sounded boring. Some might argue that Sneakers did well in Korea though it flopped internationally. I feel like Sneakers achieved a high charting in Korea mainly because of Chaeryeong's appearance in Youngji's drinking show, which was very popular in YouTube Korea at that time. Just 3 months since Sneakers, JYP JYP announced that group is getting ready for another comeback with 7th mini album Cheshire, and announced that English single Boys Like You would serve as a pre-release in order to promote the album. This was a wrong step from JYP because Boys Like You was heavily criticized for its music and painfully juvenile lyrics. Because of this, many fans started to have low expectations for Cheshire album, and half the hype was gone even before the album's release. And on top of this, Cheshire was released during the year-end award shows, which made the song go unnoticed by general public. After Cheshire, fans felt frustrated that JYP wasn't paying attention to what fans needed, so this time JYP didn't release any music from Itzy for the next 9 to 10 months until they found good songs for them. In July 2023, Itzy announced a comeback with next mini album Kill My Doubt, with Bet On Me and None of My Business promoted as pre-releases for the album. Bet On Me is a song based on members' struggles and how they overcame those struggles. Honestly, according to me, this was a bad strategy by JYP again, because Bet On Me is basically an emotional song with deep lyrics which might be appealing to Itzy's fans but not for the casual K-pop listeners. Pre-releases are supposed to be songs that attract general public, but Bet On Me and None of My Business were songs only Itzy fans would enjoy as B-sides in the album and weren't the kind of songs that would appeal to the general public. Also, Itzy released a preview of all songs in the album, including their title track Cake, and then itself many fans understood that Cake wasn't the kind of song they were expecting to be chosen as title track after JYP postponed their comeback for almost 9 months. Also, I personally think using Cake as a chorus to convey in a metaphorical way that overcoming hardships is like a piece of cake was a bad choice, as it made the song sound childish despite them trying to convey a strong and deep meaning behind the lyrics. There are so many other concepts JYP could try if they wanted to show the fighting spirit of the members, but they chose Cake? I think they wanted a summer concept, so they went with something like Cake, but it failed to create any buzz, and even the Spotify and YouTube streams weren't as great as expected. While the failure of JYP Entertainment remains one of the major reasons behind Itzy's stagnated growth, the other reason might be because Itzy's concept was just not that innovative and fresh in the current K-pop climate, as teen pop crush as a genre is dying out, and another example for it is how both Wiki Miki and Kepler also kept failing. Would Itzy's latest album Born to Be help them bring the much needed surge in their popularity or not is still a question, because we have to wait and see how the songs will perform on major streaming charts in the long run. I believe all the members are talented and there will definitely be a breakthrough for them soon. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and I'll make sure to bring some interesting K-pop content for us to discuss about. Thank you.